Hello.
That theme song.
Yeah, I do the Adams Family finger snaps,
Whoa.
and Marshall hates it.
Yeah, he doesn't it's too aggressive for him.
This is the Punk Rock Pinball Podcast. What episode is it?
Maybe 27.
Could be.
I think.
This one we're going to talk about. We're going to do some updates,
Yeah.
and then we're going to talk about Pokemon or Pokemon or Pokemon,
All of them.
however you choose to say it.
We're going to talk about all of them.
I know it's Pokemon, I think is technically the right way.
I like Pokemon.
A lot of people say Pokemon. We may say Pokemon.
Yep.
That was Chris from the Brokedowns turned me on to Pokemon
Yeah.
back when Pokemon Go was a thing.
Yeah.
So we may say Pokemon. We know how to say Pokemon, just for the record.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. But we're going to talk about Pokemon Pinball after some updates. What you got? What you got?
Well, we had our second tournament at PRPHQ
We did.
on Friday. It was a Friday night deal, which is a lot for a Friday.
It's a lot for a Friday because you're working.
Yeah, we had 30 people turn out
That's a good turnout.
for a Friday, and the warm-ups were at 5:30, and the tournament started at 6:30. We had people come from Champaign, Peoria, of course, Bloomington, Normal, and Chicago area.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a haul for a 5:30 start time on a Friday. So thank you, everybody who showed up. That was really fun. We did head-to-head match play.
It was, yes, head-to-head match play for 2.5 hours.
For 2 hours. We got 9 rounds in.
We got 9 rounds, and the qualifying. So after that, that was the final result for the Punk Rock Pinball Association portion of the tournament.
Which I'm so bummed about because I was in a 9-way tie to get in for the cutoff.
Well, would you like, because you can have the finals count
No,
for that. So I mean, do
no.
you want to change? You just have to announce before the tournament.
Well, we can't do it now.
No, we can't do it now because I said beforehand.
No, I mean,
What is the Punk Rock Pinball Association, you might ask?
yeah, what is it?
The leaderboards are up live right now on punkrockpinball.com. There's also a landing page about it. If you click on the menu, that's why had my phone up. In the main navigation, there's a thing that says Punk Rock Pinball Association. If you want to learn what it is, you can click that. And the leaderboard is also in that menu.
Can you read the top 5 on the leaderboard?
I'm going to read first the top 5 from our monthly tournament.
Okay.
So for the Punk Rock Pinball Association tournament on Friday, Joe Sharp was the winner.
Mm-hmm.
EB, I don't know how it's is it McGuire, but it's spelled weird.
Maybe.
McTigue
From our Champagne League.
From Champaign. EB, congratulations.
She played hard.
She beat the crap out of me on roller games. Mike Ravelli from Chicago was third. Shelly Sharp in fourth.
Nice, Shell.
And Tom Eaton was fifth.
All right, Tom Eaton.
Oh, tied with our buddy Zach Morey.
Wow.
Which then made me tied for seventh. So
Nice.
Just out of the top 5.
Nice.
And you want to know the top 5?
Overall.
So on the leaderboard, so far we have had 9 events, 178 players.
That's amazing.
The Kansas City folks are still at the top.
We're coming for you, Casey.
They've had 3 really big tournaments. It was all over one weekend, and they had 60 plus players in every one. Mark McCulpin, congratulations, you're number 1 on the leaderboard with 179 points.
We're coming for you, Mark.
There's a Jeff Davis is number 2 with 178 points. And the creator of this leaderboard, Nick Greenup, is in third.
All right, Nick.
His Punk Rock Pinball player ID is number 1. He's in third place, 168 points. James Skelly in 4th place, 159 points. Jeremy Larson in 5th with 158.
Wow. Congratulations, Casey.
The top person in our scene, I can't wait to get the scene leaderboards live. Eventually we'll have scene leaderboards, not state, but just scene from each kind of local scene right now. Shelly Sharp is number 1 from our scene
Nice,
with
Shelly.
123 points. She's played 5 events.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's the Punk Rock Pinball
Wait, so what you're
Association
telling me
leaderboard.
is Shelly is beating Joe.
Shelly's beating Joe, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because she's 16th. You gotta go down a ways. I think I might be beating Joe. No. Joe's in 32nd with 97. And yeah, I can't find me on here. I'm right around there too with Joe. Oh no, I have 73 points. I'm in 42nd. You're a little bit lower.
I've only played one.
You've played 2. You would have had a lot more, but Stephanie took one for the team in our first big, and that was the biggest tournament, and you took one for the team and withdrew to tournament direct.
It needed to happen.
So I should have been awarded bonus points.
There's no such thing. It's fine. It's fine. But so we did the head-to-head match play, and then we did an amazing race final, and we had this tiebreaker on firepower. And let me just tell you, that's where it all started to click for me.
Yeah.
I had 2 house balls on firepower. My last ball, it exploded the game. I think I ended up with, not like a crazy score, but just like maybe 270 some thousand, which isn't a super great score.
It's a great score with 1 ball.
It was with 1 ball, and it got me ahead. So going into Amazing Race, CJ was actually lowest seed. He went first, and I followed him to start Amazing Race. And do you want to explain the format?
So if you're unfamiliar, Amazing Race, it's a very fun format. So everybody that's made the finals, you start on one machine. So it's a little slow to start, but you play on one machine. The first machine in the Amazing Race finals was a Grand Prix. It's an older EM machine. And the lowest seed plays first, and they stay with the game until somebody shoots a lower score. The person that shoots the lowest score on that game is out of the tournament. And then we go down the line and they start playing on the next game. And whoever shoots the lowest score on each consecutive game is eliminated.
Yes.
So all you have to do, if there's 12 people, you just have to be the 11th best score or better. You can't be the worst.
So CJ is a very good player.
Yes.
And typically in an Amazing Race, he would be one of the he would go like towards the end of the line.
Yeah, and that's an advantage. You want to be a high. So if you're a high seed, everyone has to play before you, and the odds are somebody crapped it by the time you get to play. So you only have to shoot a low score.
So I told EB, Amazing Race is really fun. It starts slow, but it picks up after a while. But it wasn't the case on Friday night because CJ is a really good player, and he's going to put the best score he can on the game. So after we did Grand Prix, we went to Uncanny X-Men, and then we went to Funhouse.
Yep.
And then we went to
Mando?
No.
What's next to Funhouse?
Oh, maybe it is Mando.
Yeah, Uncanny, Funhouse. I think it's Mandalorian.
Mando, Munsters, Pirates, Cactus, Stranger Things, Gorgar, Roller Games, Batman,
Black Knight.
Yeah,
that's where it all ended.
It ended at Black Knight.
Yeah.
I put up some of my best games. I squeaked by on Uncanny. That felt really good. I don't think I beat CJ on that one, but somebody else got a lower score than me.
Ripley's is after.
Ripley's was after
Funhouse. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. So Ripley's, CJ put up a score. Oh, I think I might have beat him. I beat him. He put up like maybe 6 million, and
Yeah,
I
so
or 6.
it was almost 10 million.
Well, I beat him.
You
So
beat
those are
him.
2 long games right there.
Yeah, that sounds like a low score, but 10 million on Ripley's, believe it or not, that takes a while.
Believe it or
Takes
not.
a while.
So we did that. Then I went to Mando. I had 3 balls. What I thought was the end of my 3rd ball, I had like 63 million on it. But then I got, for some reason, a ball save. Like I was walking away and I'm like, oh my gosh, ball save. I hear Shelly shout, like, ball save, back in it. I don't know what I did. I just kept hitting it up the gut and I ended up with like 511 million.
571 million.
Okay.
And CJ had gone before you and shot almost 300 million.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, nobody's beaten that in an amazing race. Like extra balls are off and everything. And then you go through and shoot 571 million.
It was bonkers.
Yeah.
So I kept making it. I think I might have knocked CJ out on Stranger Things. I think that's where he may have gotten knocked out. I can't
He
remember.
did get knocked out on Stranger Things. Yeah.
Kept going. And it ended up being me, Joe Sharp, and Mike Ravelli.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it in that order because Mike Ravelli won.
Mm-hmm.
He and Joe went head to head on Black Knight. I made it to Batman.
Yeah.
I was so tired. But yeah, they battled it out and Mike Ravelli put up a huge number for that machine.
Yeah, shot almost just under 300 million.
Pretty good.
On Black Knight with no extra balls is pretty damn good.
It was worth the drive from Chicago for him.
So Mike won, Joe Sharp second, Stephanie third place. I can't remember fourth and fifth for this for the IFPA.
EB, I think, was 4th.
EB was fourth.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Amber.
Amber was fourth. Congratulations, Amber.
Mm-hmm.
And then EB and then CJ, or then CJ and EB. I can't remember.
Something
That
like
was
that.
like your top 5.
Yeah.
We also got The Walking Dead remastered.
Oh yeah, you did that last week when I was out of town.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, and we got rid of the X-Men 2012 for Funhouse.
2012 X-Men is gone to Troy at Tilt Amusements. Thank you, Troy. We brought home a Funhouse. Our buddy Jeff rebuilt the flippers. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
The flippers are snappy and crisp, powerful.
They feel real good.
I'm really sore. So yeah, I know we've been yammering a while and we haven't got to Pokemon yet. But I will say the one thing about The Walking Dead remastered, because there's been some hubbub about the new Stern cabinets. It's IKEA. It's cheap. I'll tell you what.
That thing's a tank.
That thing is a tank. In my soreness of my arms can attest, because the leg bolts go in so much tighter now. There is no give. That cabinet is rock solid. You can hardly nudge this game. And I think I pulled some muscles or did something. And you need to nudge that game. But I'm loving it. I've played 45 games on it. The game probably has 300 plays just over the weekend from everybody playing it.
It's fun.
How many? And you've played it probably 10 or 12?
I'm gonna look.
I can't wait for some real code. I hope Stern, you guys put out some real code soon. It still has the licensor approval code.
They're going to.
But the game is awesome. The lighting is amazing.
I know we need to get the fancy lights on it.
Yeah, once Troy at Tilt gets the expression lights and the art blades in, we'll be getting those. I'll get a shaker motor for it.
I've played it 11 times. My high score is 142.
That's not bad. I think the GC on the game now is just under 400 million. CJ has it. Kevin Johnson is in second. And then Saturday and Sunday, we hung out at the HQ playing pinball. Today we had Greg Halper in there. Yesterday, our friend Jeff came by, rebuilt the flippers. I cleaned Firepower today and waxed it.
Nice.
Shiny.
Feels good.
It looks great.
The balls are real shiny on that one, too.
And that one's got shiny balls. Kevin Kessler from Champaign was out today.
Nice.
Kevin Johnson is always there. He beat me 2 out of 3 at Firepower. But we had some good scores. But yeah, a big weekend. Lots of pinball. I probably played 150 games in the last 4 days.
Yeah, we played a lot. Also on Friday, Troy from Tilt came.
Yes.
He and his wife Julie and his son Zach came up and he brought us a bunch of goodies for giveaways, including a playfield, a Star Wars playfield.
Yeah, Star Wars comic art playfield.
It's
We
pretty
spun the wheel, gave that away. Shelly Sharp won.
after Troy won it.
Oh yeah, the first spin, Troy Smith from Tilt Amusements, the guy who brought the playfield for us to give away, he won it on the wheel.
Yeah.
And I said that doesn't count. And he joked, I think. He's like, I'll take it.
It was super nice of him. He brought a bunch of other giveaways that we used on Friday night and we'll use for some other tournaments too. But that was super generous.
Yeah, thank you for that, Troy. It's cool to be able to give away a playfield.
Yeah, really cool.
So yeah, that was our weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't stop thinking about The Walking Dead. I almost wish that I'd put it in the house. Marshall agrees.
Yeah,
You probably didn't catch that. I said I wish I'd put it in the house. And he's like,
Meow.
But I think the people at the club would probably appreciate that it's over there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a launch party.
Yeah, we'll get on the Stern launch party list for that one.
Mm-hmm.
CJ picked up a Fall of the Empire from Troy, so we'll have to do a launch tournament for that. I really want that game. I really want that one.
It's cool.
We'll have to maybe get CJ's over in there at some point.
Well, speaking of new games,
Mm-hmm.
the rumor is
that the next Stern machine
Pokemon.
is Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this is true, because it was either... I mean, George Gomez confirmed when he did his interview with Carrie Hardy that it is either Transformers or Pokemon. Now, George did the last Pokemon game, and
There is a Pokemon game?
I mean, excuse me. I'm tired.
Transformers?
George did the last Transformers, and George is the main designer on this new game. Him and Jack Danger. So it would make sense that George would do the new Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be Transformers, but let's just, for the sake of this conversation, assume that it is Pokemon.
Okay.
So think about a game that is co-designed by Jack Danger
You know I love it.
and George Gomez.
I like a Gomez too. I mean, I love the Jack Danger Foo Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Uncanny X-Men, I would love if it didn't. You have to set that game up so perfectly, and ours is not.
I
set up
love
that perfectly.
I love how you really just don't know where the ball's going to go until you get real familiar with the game. Like
Yeah.
the flow on it is so crazy on the Uncanny X-Men. I think that Jack Danger just has some wild ideas and he really pushes things. It's not I feel like a Jack Danger game you're not going to get there's going to be some element of surprise to it.
And I was kind of relieved to hear that, especially if the theme is Pokemon, that it was a Jack game, but that like George is finishing it. Because one thing you can just about guarantee with the George Gomez game is that all of the shots are like gonna work.
Yeah.
Because I think Jack was a little overly ambitious with like the plunge on Uncanny X-Men. If your machine's not set up flawlessly, that plunge is just not going to make it around.
Yeah.
It's really cool when it does.
Amazing.
But I think he's pushing the limits of manufacturing capabilities. Where like, yeah, you can make a prototype that does it perfect every time, but now you have to make 4,000 of them.
Well, God bless Jack Danger.
God bless Jack Danger.
I mean, and I'm not religious, but I'm happy that Jack Danger is in the world and pushing things in pinball.
I agree. But also,
He's
God
swinging.
bless George Gomez.
God bless George Gomez. Dog bless George.
Dog bless
George Gomez
George
too.
Gomez.
Yeah, the two of them as a like combo.
Mm-hmm.
I think whatever they're working on, we're going to pretend it's Pokemon right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to be fucking awesome.
I think it's going to be awesome. And I wanted to talk about, so there's a lot of pinball podcast people and video people. A handful of them think that Pokemon is not a good pinball theme.
Why?
I think because they've lived under a rock for the last 35 years,
Okay.
maybe that's a possibility.
I
They
mean,
think it won't sell.
well, I will say I remember being in my late 20s
Mm-hmm.
and having a Game Boy Color
Mm-hmm.
and playing the Pokemon game,
Yeah.
like sitting on airplanes and just playing the shit out of it.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
And like, but I didn't do the cards or anything, but like that's when I know that before the Game Boy Color Pokemon was like really big, but I was not a target market for that. But it
no.
was a really fun game that I enjoyed playing. And I also, when the Pokemon Go,
Yeah, we were doing that.
we were really doing that. We would like walk around our little town of Westmont, like it in the middle of the night trying to,
We had the police stop us
yeah, we did.
in front of what was the barbecue place?
Uncle Bub's.
Uncle Bub's. We're outside Uncle Bub's. Me and Steph.
And I think there
And
was another guy
there
too.
was another guy or two, just random dudes, because there was like a gym there.
Yeah, a trainer's gym.
Like, yeah, where you can do gym battles, and there was a gym right outside of Bub's, and Bub's had closed because it was like
It
11.
No, it was like 2 in the
Oh, well,
morning.
someone was working in there, and they were
Cleaning.
afraid to come outside
Uh-huh.
because there's these people standing outside. And so the cop pulls up, like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, we're just like catching Pokemon. And he's like, what are you talking about? And we all showed him our phones, and we're like, there's the Pokemon thing here.
Yeah, we would. I mean, that was fun living like right in the downtown Westmont, Illinois, because we could walk. There were a few little gyms we could walk to.
Yeah, and the fountain across the way there always had some good ones like spawning.
Hmm.
So we'd be like sitting on the couch, and we could see over to there. You pull up the app and be like, "Oh, there's a whatchamacallit like over there." I don't know all the names of the critters, but if it was a good one, we'd like put some pants on and like go over there and catch them.
Walk a block and a half,
Uh-huh.
and then do that. Maybe grab some ice cream.
Maybe get an ice cream. That place was shut down by the health department.
Well, that was a couple of years later,
Yeah.
but yeah. But sometimes we would.
Yeah. I also played the Pokemon game on the Game Boy. Whatever year I played in the band Squirt Gun very briefly and went to the UK with them, and that was probably 2004, and I took that, and it was one of the whatever game was out there, and I played the hell out of that game, like on the plane, and
Mm-hmm.
just laying in bed on tour, like playing that game. My son Jack was like into the cards as a kid. We had all the Pokemon video games. So I feel like a lot of these other pinball creators, it's funny because I almost want to call them boomers, but they're like all younger than us.
Yeah.
Like of the pinball podcast people, I think we're like some of the oldest ones.
Well, what are you gonna
But
do?
these guys to me sound like boomers.
They do.
Where it's like, what is it? I don't know Pokemon. All I know is a Pikachu. I don't know. Nobody's buying this. Like, you guys don't have a clue.
Out of touch
Out of touch.
with pop culture.
I think here's the thing what I think. Because I think most of these guys are probably in their 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Late 30s, early 40s, the guys that are talking this way.
I mean, we're out of touch also,
Yes, we are way out of touch.
and we know it.
Yeah.
We
we're not
do
pretending to be in touch.
We don't have our like finger on the pulse of what's cool.
No.
But I can tell you, is from like a marketing standpoint, Pokemon, I think, is the #1 property as far as licensing in the world.
In the history of the world.
Bigger than Star Wars.
It dwarfs Star Wars.
It's gigantic.
Yes.
Huge.
Huge. And it's not because I saw somebody on a post today say being big doesn't mean anything. Titanic was one of the biggest grossing movies, and
Never seen it.
so and so is the biggest musical artist right now. It's like that's a pop music artist. It's probably a one-hit wonder.
Flash in the pan.
Boom. I said flash in the pan on my reply to that comment. That's the exact phrase I used. In Titanic, it's a one-time. It's a movie. It's here. It's gone. I know people still watch it. It's a movie.
Never seen it.
Pokemon spans multiple generations, But I think the generation that was missed are these guys that are in like their early 40s because they are not old enough to have kids the age of my son. So I have nostalgia for Pokemon because I got into it when Jack was little, and I would get him the cards and I'd play the games with them, and I also enjoyed it. So I think there's guys in their 50s. If you have kids that are like 25 to 35, like Pokemon. But I think a lot of those guys in their early 40s, like they have small kids now who aren't like into Pokemon yet. So like, and there wasn't a big Pokemon thing for that hit that age group. Like there's like a little gap where
Yeah.
these guys in their 40s don't get it because they missed the a little window there.
They missed the window. They were like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yes.
which that wasn't us.
But you also have with the Pokemon is the cards.
Mm-hmm.
And it's huge. And I'm
Oh
trying
my
to
God. What if this new Pokemon game spits out cards?
it won't spit out cards.
There was that one, baseball game that spit out baseball
There's
cards.
no way it'll spit out cards, but what they can do,
Don't say never.
it's not going to spit out cards.
That'd be so cool.
What they can do though, because there are hundreds of different Pokemon.
Yeah, I know. They evolve. You
So
evolve them.
remember with John Wick, with the contracts.
Oh my God.
So there will probably be limited time you can catch this critter, but you have to only catch him within these 3 days.
Oh my God. We're going to have to get this game as soon as it comes out.
So if you're an operator, because we watched the Electric Bat, the Batcast, the Electric Bat arcade,
Mm-hmm.
and they would say, and we're talking about John Wick here, which was like not a huge selling game. I love it. We got one right over there. It was not a hit game, but they said whenever there was a contract for Wick, like people would be coming in like crazy to get the contracts on the John Wick pinball machine.
So are you saying that they were maybe figuring out this thing with John Wick and it's going to be really big with Pokemon? I'm going to freak out right now.
Because if there's like a Squirtle. Let's say you could get a Squirtle, but he's only around for 3 days, and you have to go scan in and hit like these shots to catch a Squirtle. And if you don't get him those 3 days, you will never have a Squirtle.
Oh my God, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Right?
Oh my God. All right, so, oh my gosh.
They'll probably do a better one than a Squirtle because he's like this. And then there's the whole thing where you can evolve them. If you get
Right.
an Eevee, a little Eevee can evolve into a few different things.
Yeah.
He can be a Flareon.
You remember this? Or did you just
I've
look this
played the
up?
game, so like Eevee can be a Flareon. I don't know the other two, but the Eevee can evolve into 3 different things.
Yeah, I remember that from Pokemon Go.
And then if you get your Pikachu, like, or you could choose not to evolve him. Like you got your Pikachu, are you gonna make him into Raichu?
Do you remember we used to get in the car and like drive to like St. Charles or wherever to go find Pokemon when like people online were like, you can go find, there's like a whole nest of Pokemon. I think we drove to Aurora to go get the Pokemon one night.
Yeah. I was trying to find.
Oh my God.
We got sidetracked because I was talking about the cards, and I was trying to find because I think a lot of people gem rate don't understand how many Pokemon cards get graded by PSA.
What is PSA?
PSA is a trading sports and trading card grading service. Okay.
So you send your cards into them. They look at them under like a microscope, basically.
They'll give it a score from 1 to 10.
And then they put them in these plastic slabs so they
Yeah.
can get protected and they send them back to you. It's for like real nerds,
Yeah.
which
So,
Mike is one.
which month is this? November of 2025.
Last month.
Last month. PSA card grading. This is the category trading card games and non-sport. This is going to be like 90% of this are Pokemon cards. Okay. PSA graded 1 million cards in November of 2025. 1 million Pokemon cards, most likely, graded at PSA. CGC, a smaller grading company, 374,000. Beckett grading 40,000, Tag grading 37,000, SGC 1,000. So 1.5 million Pokemon cards graded in a month.
In 1 month.
Last month of 2025. 1 million cards a month. This is where I think a lot of these pinball people don't understand how freaking huge that this franchise is. And these are collectors. Some of these cards are worth hundreds and thousands of dollars.
I mean, they're poking. So what I think is going to happen is much like what Stern did with D&D, this is going to introduce pinball to a whole fresh crop of people.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
It's great.
And these people are big collectors. They're players.
Mhm.
Like they like to play the Pokemon game, which I don't understand. This is pretty exciting.
I'm so excited.
I want it.
It's the one game where I'm thinking, like, do I need an LE?
What? You're not an LE guy.
I'm not an LE guy. I don't own a single one.
Well, our Cactus Canyon is an LE.
Well, we don't own a Stern LE. We're Stern Pro people.
Yeah, we are pro people.
Like, is The Walking Dead the only Stern Premium that we own? Oh, Jaws. Jaws and The Walking Dead. But if there was a Walking Dead Remaster Pro,
we'd have that.
We would have a Pro. It just doesn't exist.
Oh my gosh.
But the amount of things they can do with Insider Connected with this, and if somehow they make it to where I don't think it's going to spit out physical cards.
It could, though.
I mean, it could.
Because, like, not only was there that baseball game where it shot out cards, but also Safe Cracker. If you crack the safe, you got a coin.
But I just got hit with the thing with cards. I don't think it's going to spit out cards, but if the machine, especially the LE, and I don't know if you guys could, if this isn't happening, Stern, you need to do this. The LE needs to come with a pack of Pokemon cards that are exclusive to the LE pinball machine, because those cards will be worth as much as the pinball machine.
Holy shit, that is a great idea.
There needs to be like a gold foiled Charizard and a gold foiled Pikachu and a gold foiled, like some of these other guys. And I know a lot of these names, and I'm drawing a blank because
Mike Vinicor, I know you're watching. Please, please, please tell George Gomez this.
There needs to be a pack of Pokemon cards exclusive to the LE. Because if there is a pack of cards, if you're making 1,000 LEs, and if there is a Charizard where only 1,000 exists, that card's going to be worth $10,000. Period. Like a PSA 10 of that card will be a $10,000 card. Because Pokemon they do these, in the cards, they do these like alternate art, which are rare, but there's more than 1,000 of the alt art. I pulled tons of those ripping cards. If you had a Pokemon card where you knew it was limited to 1,000, and there was a Pikachu and a Chizard, I sometimes like to call Charizard a Chizard.
I call him Chizards.
You made that up.
I know.
That card would be insanely valuable.
Well, even if it can't,
and that would make me buy an LE. I'm pre-ordering an LE if that's the case. If there's a pack of cards.
So, Mike Vinicor, if you guys haven't thought about that already, maybe you have. But if you haven't, and someone does buy an LE, you can always send them those cards later.
You can send them the cards later. Do this, Stern. Say the LE comes with the pack. Could be 5 cards. Could be 10 cards. Look at the data. Make it the top 5 Pokemon cards. Because there's one in the Evolving Skies set, and I don't want to mispronounce the name of the critter. They're not critters, but I like to call them critters. He's not bitey.
They're not
It's a
bitey.
critter. It's like a Raytheon or something like that.
Okay.
But that's not what it is. So you can flame me that I mispronounced the Pokemon. If there's a pack of cards and they're like gold foiled, or if they're foiled in whatever color you're doing the powder coat of the game, those cards are going to be worth as much as the pinball machine itself.
I'm going to die.
And you'll sell out the LEs instantaneously. So Troy at Tilt Amusements put me on your list for Pokemon LE.
Yeah.
We're getting one.
God.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll sell a couple games from the club because we need room anyway.
Yeah, okay. That makes me feel better then. Yeah, let's sell a couple games.
We got to get this LE. I don't even know if there'll be cards, but Mike, tell you people at Stern, if there's not a pack of cards with the LE machine, there needs to be a pack of cards with the LE machine. Make it happen. It's not too late.
No, because they don't have to ship with the game.
They don't have to ship with the game. They could ship them to you 6 months after the game happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think either which way we're going to want the LE.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like really excited about it now. Now that we're talking about, like, I forgot how much fun we had with the Pokemon Go.
It was so much fun. Capturing the guys, giving them the dust, because you need this special dust to evolve them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to earn that in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to pick which one of your guys you're going to give the dust to. Stardust or whatever hell it is. I've played so many of these games that it's shameful I don't remember the names of all the items. But I'm 51 years old. It's going.
Well,
It's going.
I feel like when we get the Pokemon, it has to go in the club.
We might have to get 2. Greg Halprin, I don't think he watches. Greg needs to also buy one and put in the club, and we'll put one in the house.
Okay. I bet he knows Pokemon.
Well, here's the thing.
kids are the right
CJ will
age.
need 2. CJ might need 3 because our friend CJ, he's an operator. He also rents games,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be his top rental game, period.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed.
Oh my God. I'm so excited. So this is supposed to be announced next month in January,
Yeah, probably at CES.
which is like the first week of January
I
or
sure hope
second
it's,
week of January.
I sure hope it's Pokemon and not Transformers. And I love Transformers.
I know that's like, yeah, that doesn't really do much for me.
I got a box of them in the garage.
Yeah, I
The
know.
old OG
We'll make a
ones.
topper.
What's that?
We'll make a topper.
Yeah, we'll make a little diorama topper
Mhm.
out of my Transformers toys. From
The original Transformer toys, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
But my take on this, if the game is good, and I think it's going to be good, because it's either going to be designed by Jack and George, and if Pokemon is not Jack and George, then Pokemon is Keith Elwin.
My God, are you kidding me?
Because if Jack and George do Transformers, then Elwin is Pokemon. This is like almost a fact.
Well, I feel like then there's going to be 2 bangers coming out in the first half of 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Because has Elwin put out a stinky game?
I think his worst game is Avengers Infinity Quest. Does it stink?
No.
No, the layout's great. The code is convoluted.
But it's not a stinker.
It is not a stinker. No, it's a
not
good
a stinker.
game.
But like if you're going to rank all of his, that would be the lowest rank.
If I were ranking, I don't know about you.
Yeah, I don't really care for that one either, but I don't mind playing it.
No.
It's not like Shrek.
No. And your guy Lawler did that.
I know, I love Lawler, but he really missed on that one.
Lawler did a lot of games.
He did. That one, he was phoning it in.
It was in the phone it in era of pinball.
Yeah, it's just a bad one. That one's just a bad one. But man, if either George and Jack or Elwin do Pokemon, crazy. So are you telling me that the next game is definitely a Jack George combo?
The next Stern game is designed by George Gomez and Jack Danger. This we know to be fact.
So, and we know that we've heard rumblings that Pokemon and Transformers, George said It's one of those.
Yeah, because Carrie said, I was shocked George said this. I'm shocked George even answered it. Because Carrie said, is it Pokemon or Transformers? And George smiled and he said, it's one of them.
Does that mean that the other one is on nipping at its heels? We don't know.
I bet the other one comes out in like June, July, or whenever Jaws got announced, or whenever the Jaws 50th got announced. Was that June?
Yeah, it was.
May?
No, it was like June, maybe even July.
Okay. They were
It was
kind of late
summer.
on that, though. I bet it will be like May or June for the next one.
Here's a question. If George Gomez did the first Transformers,
Mm-hmm.
would he not want to have his name associated with the second Transformers?
Because I figured it would be like, I figured it would be George on Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it'd be George on Transformers because he obviously is very well versed on the theme because he's done it.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows the world of Transformers. He knows dealing with that license. It might be a different licenser.
For sure. I mean, that's an older game.
It's an older game, and I don't know if this new Transformers is going to be based on the original cartoon. I've chatted with our friend Chad Udell about this.
Or the movies.
Or the movies. Me and Chad would prefer the cartoon because we both enjoyed that as kids. All my Transformers toys are the ones based on the original show. But it could be about the movies. The movies were big. And the original Transformers game didn't have movie clips and any of that because it was a DMD game. So it would make sense if it was George Gomez on the Transformers, unless he's like, I've done one, I don't want to do another.
I don't know.
But this game that's coming, that's the George and Jack game, it was supposed to just be a Jack Danger game. It was going to just be a Jack Danger game, but then Jack got his new role at Stern. So George stepped in to finish this game. It was going to be just Jack solo. Pokemon to Jack Danger makes a lot of sense because his games are whimsical and so is Pokemon. But it was also makes sense to take the biggest license you've ever had. This is the biggest license Stern has ever had. It would make sense to give that to Keith Elwin. Maybe the best pinball designer of all time. Your current best pinball designer, like
He's got the
I'm
hits.
not trying to, I love a John Borg. I just bought another John Borg. We like a Brian Eddy. We like a Jack Danger. Keith right now is the best designer at Stern. So it would make a lot of sense to give him Pokemon. When you think about that, it was a Jack Danger game. This next game was a Jack Danger. It wasn't planned that it was going to be George Gomez. So you giving Jack for like his third, like he's done a home edition, but for his third cornerstone game ever, are you giving Jack the biggest license the company has ever had?
Probably not.
Or are you giving that to Keith Elwin? So I will be excited if Keith gets Pokemon, but I'm going to be sad that I can't get it in January.
I feel like that makes me feel like it's going to be a Keith Elwin because he is your MVP.
Mm-hmm.
He's like cranking out the hits.
Cranking out the hits. And like Kong got some flack over like the code and what it didn't have in terms of assets. And I was one of the critics. But there was no failure in the layout of that game.
No, it's great.
There's no failures like in the rules of that game. It's just in what they're showing me on the screen.
Who cares?
I cared a little. But I get it. Like, who cares? Because Pokemon, they're going to have Pokemon in it.
That I care.
So it's not like King Kong. You might be expecting this kind of black and white, like retro experience.
Whatever your King Kong was.
Whatever your King Kong was. Pokemon's going to be Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's going to be Charizard. There's going to be Pikachu. There's going to be an Eevee. There will be an Eevee in this game. There will be a Squirtle.
There's going to be battles.
Mm-hmm. You're going to evolve guys. You're going to catch them. You're going to evolve them. you could almost guarantee there's going to be limited ones that pop up on Insider Connected. I mean, that's a no-brainer. And if you're not doing that right now with the code, you better get working on that
They're
with the
doing
code.
that.
You're
I mean,
doing that,
they're
though.
doing it.
They're doing it.
They're doing that. Oh my
I just
God.
can't wait to see it. And I think it is going to long-term outsell Godzilla.
Oh God, yeah.
And Godzilla is about to be the biggest selling pinball machine ever made.
That's what they say. That's what George Gomez said.
Within months, it's going to be the biggest selling pinball machine ever made will be Godzilla. In 6 years from today, Pokemon Pinball will be the biggest selling pinball machine ever made.
But more importantly, what is the number one rated game on Pinside right now?
Jaws.
Yes.
Is it still?
I don't know, but when that happened this week, because I think all of the Jaws 50th reviews or ratings, whatever, in Pinside, they had enough to add it to the pool. I can't even tell you how many people sent me messages saying Jaws is number one on Pinside.
Still number one, baby.
That's right.
Jaws, baby. And it's smashing Godzilla as it should. 9.658 score versus Godzilla. 9.148. You know why? Because it's better than Godzilla in
Yeah.
almost every way.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's not even debatable.
No.
Not a debate. Jaws is the best. Period.
I sometimes think, what if Jaws wasn't our first pinball machine?
Would we be here right now?
Would we?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, Keith Elwin
It changed our lives.
and his whole team.
Yeah.
I don't really know. And I don't know all of the people who were involved in it, but man, they just really, that was a grand slam.
Like Jaws pinball, like changed our lives. It took over our lives. It's all we do now is pinball.
You know what Shelly said to me the other night when we were checking people in at the tournament?
Huh.
She said, "Do I text you too much about pinball stuff?" And I was like, no.
It's like every other day. Like every couple days. You could text every couple hours, Shelly, if you wanted.
Yeah, Shelly, there is no limit.
No.
No limit.
It might be, if you're not into pinball, we're probably like insufferable to be around.
Kind of like when we lived in Milwaukee and we told everyone how great Milwaukee was all the time.
You probably.
It is great.
We love it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to move back. We're here in Bloomington, Illinois now, so we're going to die.
I would move back, though.
Yeah, I don't want to move again.
I just need all of our pinball people to come with us.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen.
You never know.
I mean, I wouldn't not move back because I didn't like it. It's just we've got deep pinball roots here now.
It's true.
If it weren't for pinball people, I would move back to Milwaukee.
That's how much we love you, pinball people.
I mean, and my family is here, and I love being around my family. So, like, I'm talking like years in the future. Years I don't want to think about. But a main reason to not go back to Milwaukee would be that, like, our pinball people here we're too tight with them now. So now we're here, Central Illinoisians.
Yeah, and how do you move an HQ?
That building has been moved by horses, but I think they moved it some yards. But they didn't move it like hundreds of miles.
No.
It's a big limestone building.
They didn't.
So we probably couldn't get that moved.
No. So we're staying.
So we're staying. We're here in Bloomington, Illinois for the duration.
Okay.
But man, I can't wait to see this Pokemon pinball game. And I think you other pinball content folks, and I like a lot of you. Some of them I don't like. Some of the more negative ones, but I think y'all are missing. You've lost the plot if you think it's not selling. You are out of your mind.
Here's a hot take. There are a couple of people out there who are negative Nancy's. And I think that they are, I don't think they believe half the shit they actually say. I think they are just rage baiters, which makes it even worse. Because I don't think that those opinions, I really don't think that they are I don't think they really believe those opinions. I think they are just always trying to say something sensational to like get everybody all riled up, which I think is so goofy
Mm-hmm.
in like a in a hobby that you are participating on so much that you've created a podcast that you're going to talk about it and then you're going to badmouth it all the time.
Yeah,
Just that's lame.
it's super lame. It's
And
so dumb.
it's just like talk about a cash grab.
Yeah.
That is a cash grab because those content creators also have these like real bullshit Patreons where they're charging people for
Yeah.
extra content. Cash grab.
It's a cash grab, but I mean, I'm not gonna slight somebody for doing a Patreon if they want to put their stuff behind a paywall and people want to pay it, that's fine. I'm
And-
not. It's kind of a cash grab. But if you want to do it, I'm
I
not
mean-
going to judge you for that. Like, I'm
Well,
not going to
I
judge you
will.
for that.
Mike won't, but I will.
Because, like, my band, we did a 30-year like live version of our record that was on Capitol Records because we don't own the rights to do that record on vinyl. It has to go through Capitol in a whole big bullshit process because major labels are the devil. But we signed the deal, so whatever. So we did a 30-year live anniversary. That's a cash grab. It's a cash grab.
Yeah, it's a cash grab.
We did a really good performance of it.
But it
was
like,
super fun. It was super rewarding. But ultimately, why did we do it? So that we could have a version of that on vinyl that we could sell.
and
So technically, it's a cash grab.
I would also say not only could you sell, but you could sell to people who've been asking you for that.
It's true. There was a demand, and it made a lot of fans happy. But at the end of the day, it's at least a little bit of a cash grab.
Well,
Did we make a lot of money on that? No.
No.
So it's not really a cash grab because we didn't really hardly make any money on it. And the plan wasn't that we're going to make thousands of dollars on this, but you could call that a cash grab of sorts.
I guess you could. I guess you could. I just think it's lame if you love a hobby and then you want to. I know we've asked people to buy our merch. Is that a cash grab? Maybe.
Probably.
But we haven't made a profit on it, so I
No.
don't think it is a cash grab. But
No, because our merch sales are going to, you know what our merch sales do? If we make a profit, it's going to go to make more merch to send out to our tournament directors that are running Punk Rock Pinball Association tournaments. We give them away at our prizes. It's all to make pinball bigger.
no, I know.
Like we're not, if there's any surplus of money, which for us there has not been, it's either going to go to a pinball machine that's going to go at our HQ where people can play it, or it's going to go to merch to send to tournament directors throughout the country to give to people, pinball players to wear, or to go into promoting our podcast or the Punk Rock Pinball Association to expose pinball to more people. So that is all like
Going back
inherently
into it.
not a cash grab.
Well, I just wanted to clear that up. I do think a Patreon is a cash grab.
Steph thinks a Patreon is a cash grab. I don't wholly disagree, but if you want to grab a little cash,
I mean,
there's a lot of work that goes into doing a podcast. It's a lot of work. So if you want to not go after sponsors and you want to monetize your listeners, go ahead. I'm not going to judge a guy or a gal for that, but it is a little bit of a cash grab.
well, we can differ opinion on this. It's fine.
I just want tomorrow to be CES day so I can see this pinball machine, and I so hope it's Pokemon.
Me too.
But then part of me wants it to be Keith Elwin making Pokemon, but I think
We win either way.
George Gomez is a badass pinball designer.
And you combo him with some like crazy thinking from Jack Danger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because George has made some of the best games.
I'll tell you what, if it's Transformers, we're waiting.
If it's Transformers, there's gonna be a strong allure. Because I like the shiny new game. I got that Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Got
well,
that shiny new game. But I did say, remember when we talked about one of our earliest episodes? I said, man, if there's a Walking Dead remaster, I'm gonna get it.
yeah, I know you've been
So I'm
saying
a
it.
man of my word.
Yeah.
CJ and I talked about that when we were driving home from Tilt, where we got it. Uh, I'm like, I did say on one of our first episodes, like, man, I want there to be a Walking Dead remaster. I love the John Borg. That game's great. I'm getting it. I got it.
Well, you know what a wise man named Albert says?
Play before you pay,
Yeah.
unless it's Pokemon. I'll order that some bitch of a game before I see it. It's Pokemon. It's Stern. I love the Sterns. There's a George Gomez. If it's George or Keith Elwin
Or a Borg.
or a Borg, like a Borg, I need to see a Borg first, but I own a lot of Borgs.
You're Borg boy.
Yeah, but no offense to Borg, like I love playing the John Borgs, and he's one of my favorites. I think technically Keith Elwin and George Gomez are better designers than John Borg, but that's a different story for a different day.
Okay.
I think their layouts are more dynamic than John Borg layouts. But man, do I love to play a John Borg layout. But a Borg layout wouldn't be right for Pokemon.
No.
It's right for The Walking Dead.
Yes.
And it's right for the Monsters.
I mean, it
and
would
it's
be
right for Metallica. Like, could you imagine a Metallica that's a Keith Elwin? Like, even though Maiden is, but like, I don't know. There's certain themes where it's like, that's John Borg. That's a Borg theme. Walking Dead is a Borg theme.
yeah, they're a little nasty.
Mm-hmm. Or like if Stern, if somebody should do a new Friday the 13th.
Oh God.
Or Nightmare on Elm Street, either one of those. There isn't really a Friday the 13th game, is there?
No, but I would love it.
But that'd be a Borg.
That'd be a Borg.
That's a Borg. Like, mean, vicious stuff. Guardians isn't really mean, but, like, there's some mean enemies in there. Like,
It's kind of mean.
Yeah.
There's some nasty
so
shots. in
Pokemon's
there.
not for Borg.
No.
But Gomez makes sense for Borg. Ellen makes sense for Borg. Jack Danger makes sense for, Borg.
I know what you meant. Pokemon.
They make sense for Pokemon. I've played
We
too
have
much
to get
Pinball.
dinner.
We got to eat dinner. We're tired. I don't know how long this episode is. Probably long.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm real excited.
I am too. We have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas also.
Yeah. If I have to sell a couple games to get the Selly, I'll sell a couple games.
What are you going to sell?
Uncanny X-Men.
Okay.
What else is over there? The Stern Pirates.
Really?
Yeah.
Mando?
I'd sell Mando, but it ain't worth anything.
Okay.
I'd sell Cactus Canyon.
Oh.
But it's not mine.
It's not yours?
It's yours.
Since when? You're the one who picked it out.
Yeah, but then you're the one that loved it. I feel like that's a game that you decide.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's certain machines that I think you can decide, and certain ones I think I can decide.
I really like Cactus Canyon. And if Attack from Mars, Dean's selling that one. That's if anybody's looking for an Attack from Mars, we have a very nice one at the club.
True.
So that's for sale right now. But I like kind of like having a few things that aren't Sterns. But the Sterns, man, that leaderboard at the club is
amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
Everyone just plays a game, walks over to the board, like, where can I get on there? Except for Mike Ravelli, who clearly never scans into things, but I made him scan in on his Black Knight, and it was like 5 minutes of achievements.
He got like 1,000 achievements because he just plays all the time and doesn't scan in.
Now I know why.
Uh-huh.
Now I know why. All right.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
If you've made it this far, thank you.
If you're on Apple Podcasts, you probably did make it this far. Thank you for listening to us on the Apple Podcast. Rate us and review it, if you would.
Yep.
Pretty please.
Go over to Anxious and Angry. Look at his stuff. He's got some different holiday sales on different items. I don't know if our stuff is part of that holiday sale, but he's also baking cookies and sending cookies.
Yeah.
With a disclaimer that you might get food poisoning. So if you want Ryan Young's cookies. They looked pretty good. He had these regular chocolate chips and like cream cheese or cheesecake. Some maybe cream cheese chocolate
What
chip
was it?
or
Cookies
chips.
and cream?
No, it
No?
was either like cheesecake or cream cheese chips. They weren't chocolate. They were white.
Probably like cheesecake chips.
I've never heard of this.
Me neither. Ryan Young's Cookies, anxiousandangry.com. Get the merch.
He knows a good cookie.
Get some cookies that may or may not give you food poisoning.
That's all we got.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Toodaloo.
Bye.